Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which is to say in the Paleo Hebrew, Yahweh, which is the name of our Heavenly Father, meaning He is, Bahashem, meaning in the name, Yahweh Shai, meaning He is our salvation. And that is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, a so-called black man, all right? Now, I got this message sent to my phone the other day, as you can see, at 11:18 a.m., and I just opened it up, and it reads, breaking, trade war crashes U.S. economy. Now, whether this is spam or not, that is besides the point, okay? Because the trade war or these tariffs that Trump is putting on these other countries are going to affect the Americans, you Babylonians, okay? These tariffs / trade wars that Trump is engaging in is going to affect you Americans / also known as Babylonians or Egyptians or Assyrians, okay? In the spirit, all right? Because America is just a conglomerate of every other country, okay, rolled into one, all right? You know, speaking of the Bible, all right? So this message came to my phone yesterday morning saying, breaking, trade war crashes U.S. economy. Call now to protect yourself, you see? And they can't give you enough numbers to call to protect yourself, because when it goes down, and it will go down, you ain't going to be able to call nobody. You ain't going to be able to, shout for nobody. It's either you got it or you don't, okay? Either you're going to have it or you're going to not, all right? And when I'm talking about either you have it, meaning that the Most High is going to be dealing with you, or you're not. And the Most High ain't going to be dealing with you, all right? Because these prices are these tariffs that Trump is putting on these other countries. Guess what? You, the consumer, are going to feel the impact. Whether it's your groceries, your fruits, your certain breads, and certain other things in the grocery store, the prices are going to go up. Whether it's electronics, whether you need to replace parts for whatever parts that you may have for your watch, your phone, your TV, whatever. Whether it's your car parts, you're going to feel the impact or the price increase. Because why? Trump putting these tariffs on other countries. In return, they're going to have to put that back onto you, the consumer. Okay? And in some regards, that's what Trump's hoping for. So that way he can encourage more American manufacturers. All right? But we see he's getting the people to leave from these jobs. Because why? Essentially or eventually, the AI robots will take over all your jobs, okay? So guess what? We're getting ready to go through a period where not too many people are going to be able to stay afloat, which is why they're going to run and dart to taking and getting that UBI, Universal Basic Income. And then essentially or eventually, it's going to transition over into the mark of the beast, the micro CHIP chip, okay? So it just takes a little bit of time to be patient, all right? These tariffs, which I believe they already started this week, it's going to take a little bit of time for you to see the effects of it really show up in your everyday walk of life. Whether it's your grocery store, you going to get a bag of apples or whatever, you see, They really trying to put a hamper on the little things that we do have that could be considered food, all right? To what? Redirect us into taking all this processed food, man. If you got to pay $12 for a bag of apples or $6 for a little thing of strawberries or $15 for a carton of eggs, and then they got a cheap can of tuna for $1.50, or they got crackers for $2, you're going to have to resort to whatever you can afford. All right? You ain't going to be able to eat what we think is already tainted food, but it's the closest thing we got to not processed food is this damn, food that they giving us in these grocery stores. But now when they raise the prices, you're going to be reduced to taking that processed food because why? It's less expensive. Okay? Which, hey, stay active, keep your body moving, because this man, Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, isn't playing fair. If he can force you by the way of his drastic measures on tariffs and commencing trade war between different countries so that they raise their prices up and that you can't afford the imports that's coming from other countries, to now you're resorted to taking, second nature, second hand processed food. And in turns, you're going to be not as healthy and strong as you once were. And you're going to have to resort to going to these hospitals where they're going to just, where they're just going to, what's the word? Dang. What's the word when they're going to just diagnose you with everything under the sun, man? Okay? Working with your insurance company. All right? Some may say, well, this isn't fair. Well, this is the wiles of the devil, man. He doesn't play fair. If you don't have Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shah to direct and guide you, then you're going to be out there for him to devour, okay? So know this, all right? Now let's go to the actual article. So this is an article that I pulled up on CNBC.com, and it says tariff war, a trade war or any other type of war. You gotta read that headline, okay? Let's read it a little bit slower. Tariff war, a trade war or any other type of war. China says it's ready to fight U.S. until the end. So these other countries, particularly these powerhouse countries, they saying, hey, we ready to do whatever. You about war, we about whatever. Okay? It ain't gotta be just tariffs or trade wars. It could be whatever type of wars you want. Okay? China says it's ready to fight the U.S. until the end. Okay? It goes on to read, and let's see if it says when this was published. March the 5th, 2025, 8:32 p.m., a couple of hours ago. It says China said it was prepared to fight any, not just limited to tariff wars or trade wars, but any type of war. Hey, them to me is fighting words. You see? What do we know that China don't know? I mean, what do we know that they ain't telling us that China knows? Any type of war? So they saying digital war, internet war, crypto war, world war. They ready for any war. It says China said it was prepared to fight any type of war with the U.S. as President Donald Trump ratchets up economic and political pressure on the country. What does it say in Joel, I believe? Let the weak say they are strong and beat their plowshares. We may have to get that, okay? It says, if war is what the U.S. wants, be it a tariff war, a trade war, or any other type of war, we're ready to fight till the end. Damn. Hey, this is all praises. Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, man. Hey, these other nations, they fed up, man. It says Chinese embassy in the U.S. said in a post on X on Wednesday, signaling an increasingly aggressive stance towards the U.S. Let the weak say I am strong, man. Hey, no more U.S. hegemony, man. These countries, man, they've been reverse engineering and doing all type of back testing, and they feel they ready to go toe to toe, man. You know, they say like Judge Mill Lane, get it on. They ready to go toe to toe, man. China, and you know Russia gonna get involved in it, man. And then U.S., Babylon the Great, that whore, along with NATO and EU, eventually they gonna turn on the U.S. pursuing the prophecy. All right, they should hate the whore. And then we know the 1948ers, they gonna drag America into the battle. You know, the least of the flock should draw them out. You know, and World War III gonna get it popping, man. Okay, but first they got to get this thing digital and get this chip made mandatory. All right, and then we ready, man. Okay, we ready. You know, make sure your houses are in order. All right, because the Most High is doing some real cleaning right now, man. All right, and if you ain't right, you gonna get exposed, man. Simple as that. Okay, we coming into the time of if your shit ain't together, you gonna be exposed, man. All right, you gonna be found out there naked. You're going to be found out there naked in the presence of the Lamb and the angels, man. Get your houses in order. So it goes on to say, a Chinese foreign ministry spokesperson later in the day called the U.S. fentanyl-related explanation for imposing tariffs a flimsy excuse. So like, I believe that's Chopper City, BG said, you about war, I'm about whatever. Okay? China said they about whatever type of war. All right? China said they with it, man. Okay? Let the weak say I am strong. All right, let's go grab a few precepts. All right, this is Joel 3, and we're going to jump down to verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. China said they about whatever type of war U.S. want to do. Wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords. You see? So that's what they've been doing, man. They've been preparing for this day, man. All right? For this, boisterous, loudmouth country that just been, running their mouth for the last 50-something years, and they've been beating their plowshares into swords, man. It says, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. You see what China said? Trade war, tariff war, any war. We bought it. Like Master P, we bought it. China said we bought whatever war you want, man. Let the weak say, I am strong. Okay, whether it's for theatrics or not, man. Hey, China said it on a post on X. Whatever Trump want to do, you want to go 25%, you want to go 50%. Guess what? You going to pay it too. All right? If you want to export any of our goods or import any of our goods into your country, you going to pay it too. So this is where we at. To the point where they sending down text messages to your phone. Trying to get ahead of the game and saying, hey, protect yourself from these trade wars by calling this number right here. Whether it's spam or not, it shows you that there's some sense of urgency, that somewhere there's some type of belief that this could potentially cripple our economy. To the fact that what? They have to take over and run things by AI. No more stuff coming in through the ports. So everybody got to work. And these manufacturing jobs, nobody don't want to do no damn 12-hour shifts. But these AI robots will. And for a fraction of the cost. Because you got to remember, under this new Department of Government Efficiency, it's all about saving money, man. You think they're going to really pay you Americans a livable wage so that they... No, that don't make no sense, man. That was the whole thing of this Department of Government Efficiency, to cut the fat, to trim off the fat, or as they say, to drain the swamp. Now they got manufacturing jobs to make up what they not buying from these other countries, and you think they're going to hire Americans or any other people to come in and work and not get the job done efficiently? No, they're going to put AI robots in these businesses. So it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be weakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, Yahweh judges, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. So there's going to be a lot of bloodshedding in that day, man. World War III, and eventually Babylon the Great will be destroyed amongst the countries that have the thermonuclear capability to destroy this place, man. And then Yahweh Shai returns, okay? But it all kicks off with them making that microchip mandatory, all right? So let's go to Matthew 24 and verse 6. This is the book of Matthew 24 and verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Well, what China just said. Tariff war, trade war, whatever war. Okay, these are the rumors we hearing right now, the hearsays, the speculation, okay? But eventually, it's going to be, enough of the talking, all right? Let's get it popping. Whether it's a cyber attack or whatever, they may try to use and blame it on China or Russia or whatever else, okay? So it's about whatever, man, okay? China, Russia, who knows who they're going to use to blame it on, okay? So it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled. Why? For all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. They got to make that chip mandatory. Cannot stress that enough. Whether it's in the midst of this or whether it's before, this chip has to be made mandatory. before the missiles come flying to destroy Babylon the Great. Okay? It goes on to read verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. Woo! You ain't gonna be able to go to the store, man. The little bit that they got, they're gonna mark the prices up so high that when it's gone, it's gone. You see? And the only way you're gonna be able to get something is if you have that chip in your hand. It says, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So embrace yourself. All right? Embrace yourself what's to come, man, in these coming weeks. All right? Because if you ain't ready, guess what? You better get ready. All right? Your time is running out, man. All right? The Most High is getting ready to do and to perform miracles, man, and to make good on his words. All right? Where are you going to be at in the middle of all this? All right? Get your house in order. All right? Let's go ahead and close out. This is 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. This is 1 Peter 5 and 8. It reads, be sober. You see? What do you think you should be doing, seeing how everything is being exposed and moving right now? You need to ask yourself, why is these things happening like this? The Most High is getting ready to speed this thing up, man. Be sober. What else? Be vigilant. Why? Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about. Not running, not skipping, not jumping, but walketh. So as he makes sure he has everything covered. Okay? Walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So get yourselves together. Now is not the time to be participating in folly type of madness. You know, examine yourself. 2 Corinthians 13 and 5, whether you be in the faith or not. All right? Get yourselves together. Examine yourself, man. Because when it's here, it's here. All right? You don't want to be caught off guard, man. So keep all your stuff intact and make sure you're doing what's asked of you and what's required of you by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Don't be out here playing and lollygagging, man. So be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. All right? So with that being said, pray someone was edified through this lesson. And until the next time, if it be the Lord's will, stay strong. Stay in the faith. We almost home. Shalom. Peace.